What's up, everybody? This is Tool Man. I'm in my shop tonight, and I just made a little something I'm going to share. So this is a circle cutting jig, and I've made one of these before. I may even posted it before. It was a little bit different, and what I was having problems with, I built it out of wood, so any kind of humidity, anything like that, I noticed that things would get a little bit snug, and I wanted to just remake the whole thing. And I looked on YouTube, and I found the typical ones that you always see, and I wanted to do something different. And what I'd come up with, and I'll pan in here. So this is a full extension ball bearing drawer slide. It's 24 inches. And the way I'll pull this thing back where you can see it. So this is mounted on a 3/4 piece of plywood. And I had to dado it down where the slide itself would fit flush. And once I did that, I noticed that this piece here had a little bit of play back and forth, a little wobble. So this is PVC, and I just ripped this stuff off like a 1/16 thick and glued this down. And so that took the play away. It also gave, this piece kind of like PVC runners is really what it done. And so to me, it makes it a little bit smoother. And so as far as these support pieces right here, they're a 1/2 inch. I ended up putting a 16-inch shim underneath it so everything is flush. And let's see, pretty much it on that. All right, so another problem I had was how to stop this. My last one I had a knob up underneath, and I would just turn the knob, and it had a threaded insert, and it would just put pressure up on basically the underside of this, which would lock it in place. But that doesn't work here because of the way this mechanism works. I have 2 sections that are moving, so if I was able to stop this from moving, it's not going to stop this from moving. So a knob wasn't going to work on that. And what I come up with was that. It's out of the way. The biggest thing I'm going to be cutting is, I think, a 24-inch square into a circle. So this right here gives me a 14. I think a 24 is going to be out in here somewhere. So this guy's not going to be in the way at all. So that's what I decided to go with. And so far, it has worked really well. Now, my original one had a kind of like a little kickstand right here, and it went all the way down to the frame, and it would touch right here. So it would just kind of go straight up into this. And I didn't like it. I didn't like having to do that. So what I've done on this one is, I've put one of these little metal pieces in here, so this kind of locks it in. And anything that wants to press down basically hits this, and it pushes back against this plate. So it keeps this thing from tipping all the way off. I do have very little play here. It's maybe like a 30-second or something like that of push on that, but that's it. And to be honest with you, it really does not, this is one of the ones I just did. When I'm running this around, you don't even notice it. It doesn't change anything with the cut. But anyway, I wanted to share that, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask. I do not have any kind of plans or any detailed drawings or anything like that. A lot of times I'll be messing in the shop, and I'll just create something that I need, and just knock it out really quick. And I don't do a whole lot of writing all this stuff down. But have it here if you're interested, and I can give you some measurements. Got any questions? Please ask.